Shane, Grand Pointe, are housing prices going down? Is the real estate market falling? Let's go over all the data from the first half of 2022, and I think you'll see that the media is blowing things just a little bit out of proportion. All data is from MLS for single residential detached homes, and I'm Stephen Olyniuk, Remax Performance Realty. Hey, if you're liking our content, subscribe to our YouTube channel and push the bell notification beside it so that you get notified when a new video comes out. And if you like our content and like it on YouTube, or put a chat in the message, that helps out our YouTube so much. If you do have any real estate related questions, though, put a comment in. We'd love to answer them, or reach out to us and we will have a real estate related conversation. We're never too busy for that. So let's take a look at some of the data. Today's date is actually currently Thursday, July 14th, and data is current as of today's date. So 42 listings combined in Chene and Grande Pointe. 10 of them are currently active. There's 27 that sold, 1 that's pending sale, and 4 that expired. And we have lots of new builds going on. You do have some expireds that usually go on because they'll use those homes as show homes, and they'll expire out, relist them, and they're being used to sold other homes. So average square footage of the homes sold in Chene and Grande Pointe, 1,558. Average list price of $506,000. An average sold price of $452,000. And you're going to say, oh, things are selling less than list price, but that's not the case. If we look at the sold to list ratio at 104.1, meaning homes are selling on average of 4.1% over list price. So how does that work, you're going to ask? Well, that works because with newer homes that are listed, you'll have some more expensive homes on the market that maybe haven't sold yet, and that can affect your sold to list ratio pricing. But when you have the actual sold to list percentage, that is the actual percentage. Homes are listed at this much, they've sold at this much, and they're selling above that. The next column beside DOM, days on market, the average is 28, which is kind of the norm when you have lots of new builds going on. Now let's talk about average selling prices over the years. In 2017, you were about $395, then $413 in 2018, $422 in 19, then dropped a little in 2020 at $418, then jumped up to $487, and now a big jump to $569. I'm going to say that 2022 number is going to pull back a little bit. As we go out through the last part of the year, I think interest rates are playing a factor. Buyers are pulling back and holding off a little bit. And hey, the interest rate's still a great interest rate. 5 years ago was an amazing interest rate. But we just got used to a 1.5% interest rate. Now it's throwing people off a little bit. That'll get sorted out. It'll straighten out in the next little bit. And I imagine we're probably even going to see an interest rate probably will go up a little bit yet, but then we'll see a pullback in the next a year and a half or so. Now we talk about, if it pulls back, does that really matter? If you're not selling your house, the only time you gain or lose in real estate is when you're selling. And if you're not selling, it doesn't matter if they pull back, because over the long term, they're going to go up. And if we take a look at what the housing market does over the course of 10 years, just take a look at 5 years, 395 and 569. Don't you look like the hero when the average selling price was just around $400,000 to $170,000 more? Yeah. So over a 10-year process, you're going to look good. And as we're watching inflation going up, the only way you can really hedge inflation is buy real estate. So let's talk about that. Maybe there's a pullback. Maybe it's a good time to do investment. Maybe you want to have an investment property. Maybe you're thinking of moving up. And that is a great time to do a move up as well when things pull back. If you have a $300,000 house and market pulls back, let's use a number of 10%. Well, that house pulls back $30,000. Let's say you're moving up to a house that's $500,000. Well, it pulls back $50,000. Well, you've gained $20,000 right off the bat. So if you have any real estate related questions, we'd love to have a conversation. If you're thinking of listing your home, let's go over all the data. You can make an informed, educated decision, and we will help you through the process, making it as stress-free as possible. We want to thank you for watching. If you're a buyer, we've got some great strategies in place. And if you're just wondering what your home is worth, we can do a complimentary report, your neighborhood, your house, let you know exactly what your house is be worth in today's market. Thanks for watching Chene and Grande Pointe. We'll be back again next week with our next weekly reports. Have a great day, everyone.